Remember the Madcap? The 10th class of TF2? The one similar to Scout, and used a melee that was basically the Boston Basher? Or am I just making this up? Was it just a myth and it never existed? Team Fortress 2 has been a very iconic and famous game with its distinct 9 characters. Its 9 mercs all have something special about them that make them different from the rest, and they're very recognizable just by looking at this image. The medic having his healing ability, the spy having his invisibility, and disguising technique, the scout being the fastest and the only one who can double jump, the heavy being like the strongest one but the slowest one and the only one who can like carry miniguns, the soldier having the ability to jump so far up with its primary weapon, even like higher than the scout, you know, the only one who has a rocket launcher. The demo man having his stickies, the engineer being the only one who can build things, the sniper being the only one with like a sniper rifle and being the most annoying, and the pyro being the only class with fire as its primary and like main source of attack. But what if there was another one? What if there was a 10th class that Valve released but then hid away from all the public and tried to make people forget, destroying all the remaining evidence of it? Like a Mandela effect or a lost media. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking around. It's all just a fun joke. I'm talking about the TF2 meme circling around the community called the Madcap, the 10th class of Team Fortress 2. For those who aren't aware, the Madcap meme is a meme where in Team Fortress 2 there was a 10th class called the Madcap, who was added to the game on launch day, but then was removed entirely, all of the evidence included, taken away from us, as the meme claims. This was taken by something submitted to the Steam Workshop for Team Fortress 2 of the same name. Today we'll be exploring the history of this meme, how it has grown within the community, and if the meme, the myth, the merc, actually fits in to the criteria, and other intensive questions. Today we will be discussing the class, the Madcap.
From 2007 to 2008. But who is the Madcap?
This is the Madcap, a fictional 10th class that was apparently added into the game on launch and has been removed ever since.
Story begins all the way back on May 16th, 2012 at 8:24 a.m., where it all began. The Madcap was submitted to the Steam Workshop by the user under the name Madcap_official. The thing it was a terrible cosmetic that inspired the Madcap and some memes due to how bad it really was, and I can see why people thought it was bad. It was blocky, it looked unfinished with its low polygon resolution, looked janky, poorly made, and oversized. It looks like something out of an N64 game, maybe even worse than that. This was later rejected by Valve, saying it was incompatible with TF2. Good riddance. By the way, the original creator also has other bad submissions. Like look at this. This escalated into many memes about it by the community, such as a video called Mr. Madcap. And inspired many memes like mentioned before. Here are a few of them. And it even inspired a few creepypastas. I'm guessing that's the reason why Madcap looks like Scout, because the meme is based off of like a cosmetic made for the Scout. Reddit was quick to pick up on this and made many posts joking about it. On May 22nd of 2020, Toofty made a video discussing about the Madcap Scout and other cursed cosmetics in the workshop. I also found out that there's a mod where all Scouts wearing the Manco cap turns into the Madcap. Hey, there's even a modern game in it that was made before the 10th class meme, which wouldn't be until October 4th, 2023, where the main part started. The 10th class has been famous throughout the history of TF2, being mentioned in Emesis Blue and even an Easter egg by Valve themselves of a grave saying RIP 10th class. There are many memes about it, and many proposed suggestions like the Civilian, the Guard Dog, and you guessed it, the Madcap. On October 4th, 2023, a Reddit post that would change the course of this history would be posted. It was an AI-generated, fan-made render of the Madcap cosmetic on Scout, except it looks better. The image we know today. The user, Doc Sumar, pretends that it was the 10th class of TF2 that was removed, and that we haven't seen him since 2008. This started the Lost Media Mandela effect meme, like Graggle Simpson. The post now has 4.5 thousand upvotes as of May 15th, 2024. In the next days, viewers were quick to hop on the train ride as more and more posts and memes started to come into the reality as the meme progressed, spawned many images and memes that we know today. Here are some. The next day, after the original post, a post was made that talked about the Madcap as a slideshow, having 3,100 upvotes in 9 days. Let's analyze. Madcap in retrospect, a TF2 slideshow made by user I am Sandovich. Who was Madcap? Madcap was the 10th class in TF2. He focused on a melee-based playstyle, had 225 health, and ran as fast as a modern-day medic. He also had an ability to go as fast as a scout when a player was in his crosshairs, called a sprint. In 2008, he was removed from TF2 due to complaints. What was his weapons? His weapons consisted of an SMG that was like the snipers, a slow grease gun that inflicted mini crits on hit, and a 75 damage melee with a bleed on hit effect. What were the complaints? Here were some common complaints about the Madcap. He had too much health. He countered Spy too hard. His W plus M1 was too effective. His grease gun was too strong. His sprint was too gimmicky and janky. Should Madcap have been removed? I'm on the side of no. Let's address the complaints one by one. Too much health. I don't see this as a reason to remove him, as this can be changed with a simple nerf. The grease gun was too strong. While many crits on hits sounded busted on paper, the grease gun had a slow projectile and a really slow reload speed, with no switch speed buff. It was quite a risky move to hit a player with your grease gun, and even riskier to follow it up on yourself, as you just told the enemy that you're there and you have to wait for the basher's draw animation to complete, then close the distance. Speaking of closing the distance, sprint. The Madcap sprint was very simple. If there's an enemy on your crosshair and you are moving forward, you move faster. The problem, as often, was source engine jank. Sprinting was supposed to halt when you attacked, but often it just all got jittery and messy, as the game thought you were trying to sprint again when it ended, causing you to just continue. Also, sometimes when you are in close range, the game will think you're trying to sprint, and you have the sprint begin animation, halt your attack pattern, causing you to die unfairly. It was very buggy for something that wasn't even that useful. I feel like a good way to fix Madcap sprinting when you don't want him to would be to have sprint begin animation not interrupt the attack. Sprint was good for closing the distance and was better than just having him move faster, as that would make the Madcap similar to Scout. And for all you people complaining about the spy countering in the WM1, we kept that. We kept the pyro. So should they have removed Madcap? No, he provided an interesting playstyle and wasn't that messy of a character. If Spy and Pyro were both kept and improved, I don't see why we can't do the same with Madcap. Well, that was a lot to take in, but I'm not summarizing it, okay? You summarize it yourself. Here's some other stuff I found. There are many interpretations of this meme and why it was removed, like rumors of the class being haunted or something, it being too overpowered, source engine bugs, players complaining about it. There are also many interpretations of the Meet the Madcap video. Another interpretation is that he had the Boston Basher and was British. PC Gamer posted an article discussing this on October 12th, 2023. People also joke that years of no updates led to this meme, like in the article. Now for the videos on it. Let me just list some videos discussing of this topic. On October 14th, 2023, voice lines for the character were made by AI Voices and uploaded to YouTube by Seagull, associated with many other Madcap. Brickiest Brick made a video on October 21st, 2023 using the Madcap Game Banana mod in TF2, where he hallucinated about it in the video for a while. Zane discussed it in his video on October 8th, 2023. Zane Custom Weapons also made a video on the same day. Lonkador made a video discussing how he would be if he was real on October 16th, 2023. An early version for the song for the potential character was published on October 15th, 2023. Give it a listen. The full version of the song was released on October 26, 2023. Also give it a listen. Both versions were made by Ram99. Fortunately, there aren't many footage videos of him. One more thing I found while making the script for this video is a Madcap iceberg. Take a look and analyze it yourself, because this video's length is already too long. And that's it. Okay, here's the ending, the part you all waited for. Okay, originally I wanted to have like a summary section or like a headcanon section of my headcanon of the Madcap, but I scrapped that idea, so I'm just gonna say that the Madcap meme has mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. Someone even made a Typical Colors 2 version of it. Does it really fit into TF2? It's more like a Scout ripoff. Probably really doesn't. Maybe if you like adjust it a little bit. But overall, I don't really know. After making this video, I'm exhausted. Okay, bye.